Hi, it's Dan from Kaizen Sports, and today we're sharing our top 10 coordination games. Simply defined, coordination is using different parts of your body in an effective manner. It is crucial that children develop both the fine and gross motor skills, from basic autonomy of holding a pen right through to more complex tasks like games and day-to-day play. Let's look at 10 ideas that will support this. We're going to start with bounce tennis. Unlike real tennis, this doesn't require a court or a racket and is much easier to play. You're going to hold opposite wrists with your partner, and that's going to form the net, and then you're going to take the ball and push it over onto your opponent's half. They're going to let the ball bounce and then push it back over, and so on till we've got a rally going within our game of tennis. You can play this game cooperatively or competitively, and for those children striving ahead, they have to kick the ball in order to guide it over the net. To play Guardians, you're going to get a bib, grab it in the middle, and then tuck it into your shorts so that it's half in, half out. The other players are going to do the same. Now it's your challenge to try and steal their bib, and at the same time, use your arm as a shield in order to protect your own. If you're feeling particularly confident, you might play against multiple players and see how long you can move around, keeping your bib safe from the mob. Because this game involves twisting, turning and moving in multiple directions, the children's spatial awareness and coordination skills improve dramatically. In Switcheroo, you're going to grab yourself a bib, your partner's going to do the same, and you're going to stand 5 steps apart. You're then each going to throw your bib directly upwards, and the challenge is to run forwards and try and catch your partner's bib before it touches the floor, and they're going to try and do the same, catching your bib before it touches the floor. The real challenge here is trying to coordinate a great vertical throw to give your partner a chance to catch, whilst embarking on a running and catching sequence. As you become more competent at this game, increase the distance. As within medieval jousting, your challenge is to coordinate your lance to hit your partner without their lance striking you. Unfortunately, metal-tipped jousting lances haven't been in mainstream production since the turn of the century. It can be difficult keeping horses in the front room, and the risk assessment is far from easy. So in the meantime, I'd recommend using these swimming tubes or some foam insulation. You can pick these up from a hardware store for just a couple of pounds. This game is great for coordinating your own movements whilst anticipating your partner's. Perfect for your hand-eye coordination, scarf juggling allows you to practice your throwing, catching and timing skills with a much larger margin for error than with juggling balls. Start with 2 bibs, build up to 3, and eventually switch them out for juggling balls. No pressure. Oops. Nailed it. This classic game is taken straight from the arcades, takes moments to set up and doesn't require you to build a whole new table. All you need are a couple of tins and a spare jar lid. Now the challenge is going to be to knock the jar lid so it falls over your opponent's side of the table, while they're going to do the same over your side of the table, and obviously you've got to try and block with your tin. This improves coordination as you're forced to react to incoming objects and deal with them accordingly. In Beanbag Erasers, you're going to get a beanbag and try and get from point A to point B back to point A quicker than your partner. Sometimes you might balance the beanbag on the back of your hand, sometimes it might be on the elbow, shoulder, head. Be creative. To add even more spice, create your own tough mudder course as they need to assail various objects without their beanbag falling off. This really tests children's ability to harmonise their own movements whilst keeping control of a piece of equipment. One of the best games out there for full body coordination? Twister is one of the best games out there for developing full body coordination as you twist, turn, stretch in order to maintain your balance. Some coloured post-it notes are a quick and easy alternative if you don't have the official game to hand. Brilliant for the little ones, animal yoga allows children to explore their creative side as they try and hold the poses of different animals. Frog, dog, flamingo, cobra, cow, butterfly, monkey, tortoise, cat. That should be enough to get you started off, and there's a plethora of different online resources for children's yoga online. Similar to the classic version of TIG, but you're going to have a pile of pegs in your base. Now you can take a maximum of 2 pegs, and as you move around the area, it's your chance to try and tag a peg onto somebody. Every time you do that, it's worth a point, but every time somebody attaches a peg to you, you lose a point. This game is fantastic for developing children's timing, reflexes, gross motor skills as they twist and turn, as well as the finer coordination skills as they try and attach a peg onto people's t-shirts. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you've got suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comment box. And as always, make sure that you like and subscribe because that helps the video travel that much further.